I feel like one of the things when we're talking about, you know, telling the residents you should not do this and you should not do that, I feel like I can't tell them do not do that and do not do this because they're grown, they're in college, and they're going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
So for me to tell them not to is pointless.
But that's our job.
It is our job, but I will tell them not to do it here, not to do it there. Be smart about it, be safe about it, go in packs. If you're gonna drink responsibly. If you're gonna do all these things, be proactive and responsible about it. And I think that's the one thing that we should teach them and that they should teach our A's to do is to not just scold them like, you better not do that, but here's how to be safe at a party or at this. If you're in this situation, if your friend is too drunk, what do you do? Who do you call? Things like that. So do you think we were trained properly on that aspect?
I think we were trained on if you move, I move. Because I remember the first, our block party. It was a lot going on. I remember when the RAs, anytime somebody saw somebody move too quickly, everybody else was just like, like, it was really kind of on instinct. Because like now, like, we hear somebody yelling, we just like, what's wrong?
It's just have somebody yelling.
What's wrong? Are you okay? What happened?
Why are y'all screaming down the hall?
I don't think we got really taught on like how to make sure they're safe or
Okay.
yeah.
Training within itself was a lot. Like, they trained us on, like, how to be, like, trying to be the perfect RA, making sure that, like, paperwork is in by this time, you do this, you make sure your residents are, you do this with them, da-da-da. But at the end of the day, we're all human. We all make mistakes. So it's like, we have to learn from our mistakes. We can't scold somebody because of what they did, because 9 times out of 10, we've probably done it. So it's like, don't judge. Like, just help them grow.
And then I would rather RDs like kind of be more understanding, cause like yeah, paperwork was good, but my programs were lacking. But it's just like if you think about the regular student, and most of us are in 3+ clubs, and then doing paperwork, and then doing homework, and then like not saying something is always gonna fall, but it's just like
Not everything can be perfect.
yeah,
Not everything's gonna align perfectly.
yeah.
And the thing about it is that when we do have things such as paperwork or conferences or anything like that, it is expected for us to drop all.
Yeah.
And that is sometimes hard for people. And, you know, that is one thing about the job. You do at some times have to drop everything for a specific, you know, if you wanted to go home for a weekend and you have a conference, guess who's not going home for that weekend? Or you're gonna what? Lose your job.
Yeah. Or if you're in class and everybody else is in class, and when your RD is like, I need somebody to get in contact with him, or I need you to go to the building and do this. It's been times where I've left class because my RD has said, I need to go to the building and make sure this is okay, and make sure this person is okay, and da-da-da. And you're like, student first though, but just like, I need this job though. So it's just like, where's the balance?
Some days you just gotta be like, hey, this day for me, like, I get it's my job, but I need my education more than I need this job. At the end of the day, this is a job. This right here is my education. This is gonna help me in the long run. Yes, you gave me a position. Yes, I know I have to do this. Yes, I know I have to follow the rules. But I'm going to put myself first at the end of the day. And it's not like, okay, this job is just whatever. Like, I'm just here for whatever. No, I love the job. But I have to take care of myself. Like, I have to make sure my mental health is in check. Like, granted, we do check on our other residents, but do we check on ourselves most of the time? Do we sit down and wind down at the end of the day? No, it's because it's still in our mind, like, okay, what, she gonna need me to do something. What do I need to do? Like, you're just amped up all the time.
Yeah. And then I think we got like that again, training. And then it came into orientation when all the students came. And it was a lot of going. It was a lot of like, if they need you, you be there. And I think when classes started for everybody, including us, I think our residents got a little shook when we couldn't be there 24/7. Like, we couldn't be there at demand.
And you think that's like a problem because now they say, oh, for the first week you guys were here, you guys were right in front of my face, you guys were doing this with us, and then the school year comes and it's like, I barely see this RA, this RA's never here, you know, she's always gone or she's always doing homework or whatever. Isn't that kind of stressful?
Yeah, I know me and my coworkers, we had talked and said, when classes start, you're really not gonna see us as much. Like, we try to let them know, like, you're not gonna, like, see us in your face, like, come to your room. Like, we was all in their room, like, hey, how you doing? Like, trying to get to know, just trying to be comfortable. And then we just had to be like, once classes start, it's not gonna be as on you as much. So we try to let them know it's not gonna always be us in your face.
Like, my residents know that, like, if you see me, you see me. If you don't, you don't. But it's not like I don't get up and I go out and don't talk to them. Like, I communicate with them, but it's just like, I can't be there for you 24/7. It's just like, your mom took her hand out when you went to college. So it's not like I'm gonna be there like your mom and hold your hand every day. It's just like, you're grown, you have to grow up and be on your own and be responsible. But if push comes to shove and you need somebody to come check on you, shoulder to cry on, of course I'm gonna be there. But it's just like, I'm not gonna be in your face 24/7 every day.
So another thing you guys talked about is programming. So what is that like? What is the program? Are these programs? Like, I don't know.
I have not put on a program. I'll be putting on a program in March.
Everybody go to her program.
Yay.
Everybody come to my friendship making program.
Yeah, it's basically a program revolving around your LLC, Living Land Community. Art is Artful Soul. It's basically just, music, art, different things that, get your mind creating. And it is stressful because it's just like the days go by so fast. And it's just like, dang, I said I was going to do it next week. And it's like you make flyers and you like, come to the program, you have to make sure they have snacks, you got to
Engage them.
Yeah, it's
Get
really,
them there.
yeah,
Dorm storm.
dorm storm, yeah.
Well, our living learning community is like entrepreneurship / side hustle and like faith. But it's like the programs within the living learning community, some of the girls do not want to like have one of those programs. Like, they want fun programs. They don't want to come to a program like where it's based off something that they don't want to learn about or don't want to do. So it's like, when you come up with programs, you got to like make sure that it has something to do with that, because if it doesn't, it's going to cause a problem. And it's just like, I understand that, but at the same time, you want these girls to come out to these programs, but are we putting on programs that they actually want to be a part of, that they actually are going to come in and sit and take the time to come? If not, it's just like we're putting on programs to just see ourselves or hear ourselves talk, and it gets tiring at the end of the day.
Yeah, like, I haven't put on a program either. One, because I'm scared nobody will come. That's the thesis. People don't come. And then again, I just feel like I don't know what they would want to see. I don't know what they want from me. Especially with the LLC, I don't know how to make side hustle something fun, without it being a slideshow or some paper. Like, I don't know how to make, Faith Without Fear fun. How do I make these fun and engageful, but still they're learning something at the same time? And that's one of the hardest parts, is you have to constantly be creative with these programs. You have to think outside of that box.
Yeah.
And that's hard. So these LLCs, what's the thesis?
Well, I see my Artful Soul.
Because I haven't seen an LLC. They don't know what the LLCs are.
Yeah. I think the LLC is kind of a lot. Like, the girls really just rather do something fun 24/7. I know they want to learn. I know our bosses would rather have learning, educational, but the girls rather just do something.
Party.
Yeah, they want to do something fun. Like, we go to class all day. We don't want to program about
At night.
about business, about like side hustle, but
They want to have girls' night, talk, make hot cocoa.
right.